Patrick Mendis is an educator, diplomat, author, and executive in government service in the United States. Currently, he is a distinguished visiting professor of global affairs at the National Chengchi University in Taipei and a Taiwan Fellow of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of China. A former American diplomat during the Clinton and Bush administrations, Patrick served as a commissioner of the U.S. National Commission for UNESCO at the State Department until the Trump White House withdrew from the UN agency. He then served as a distinguished visiting professor of Sino-American relations at Yenching Academy of Peking University in China before returning to Taiwan. Patrick is a former American Field Service High School exchange scholar from Sri Lanka to Perham, Minnesota in the 1970s, where he considers this his birthplace in America. While a student at Fergus Falls Community College, now M State Fergus Falls, Patrick was active in student senate, track and field, and wrote for the student newspaper. Prior to becoming a naturalized U.S. citizen, he represented the government of Sri Lanka as its youth ambassador to the United Nations in New York and is named in the 13 world-famous people born in Sri Lanka. Since coming to America, Patrick has traveled to and worked in more than 130 countries and visited all 50 states in the U.S., as well as every province in China. He is an alumnus of Harvard University's John F. Kennedy School of Government and the University of Minnesota's Hubert H. Humphreys School of Public Affairs. He has also authored more than 150 books, journal articles, government reports, and newspaper columns. Patrick is a fellow of the World Academy of Art and Science.
We have 400,000 plus living alumni from this university. And we ask them to stay connected to the university for a lifetime. We ask them to be an ambassador, and we ask them to use their education and go on and change the world. Through almost a quarter of a century, I know stories of tens of thousands of alumni. I know many of you in this room. I knew Jim Lewis, who left earlier, who I had my first office with in the Extension Service in 1966 in Hennepin County, but I know those stories. And if I were to give gold stars to alumni who manifest the three things that we ask alumni to do: stay connected, be ambassadors, and really change the world, it would be a pretty short list. But Patrick Mendis would be among the people that are on that list. An adopted Minnesotan, PhD and master's from the U, he served on the National Alumni Board from 1995 to 98. That's how I got to know him. It was Patrick who cared for and nurtured that relationship through the years, because I've been busy building the McNamara Alumni Center and Scholars Walk and the Wall of Discovery and so many other things. But what he has done is he speaks and writes proudly about his alma mater. He interacts with power brokers around the world, always mentioning the University of Minnesota. And I think to those of you who were his PhD advisors or his faculty or his mentors, he makes you very, very proud. And my hope, Patrick, is that students who enter our freshman class next fall, there will be, whether it's undergraduates or graduate students, that there are people like you who are committed to coming to the United States, making this state their spiritual home, whether they receive their mail in Washington, D.C. or Los Angeles or wherever, and that they never forget that Minnesota, Lake Wobegon and the land of 10,000 lakes is where their home is. You make your university very, very proud, and our ultimate salute at the University of Minnesota is hats off to you. Thank you.